Welcome to Cards on Blast. Now, here's your hosts, JT and the Bird.
Howdy, folks. Welcome into Cards on Blast, your weekly home for the latest trading card news, market moves, and deep dives into the world of collecting. You're hanging with your guys, JT and the Bird. This is episode number 42. We're going to the great state of Indiana, Indianapolis, for our city spotlight. I lost count on how many we've done, so I'm just going to exclude that from here on out. But I can see Bird with his beautiful Champions Colts hat on. Attaboy.
That's right.
Attaboy.
Right.
I can honestly say, Bird, I don't own any Colts hats. I could go throw a jersey on right now.
Yeah, I got probably three or four of them. But yeah, this one was a little special because
Yes.
Super Bowls are hard to come by.
Unless
you're the Patriots or the Chiefs, I guess. So.
Yep, I could go throw. I have a Manning jersey and a Dwight Freeney jersey, actually.
Okay, love it.
But the Freeney one's huge. It's like, I swear it was Dwight's himself's jersey. It's freaking massive, man, massive.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, we're going to Indianapolis today, so obviously we can't get any MLB representation for the day. I'll take care of that during Crack That Pack. We are coming up on the baseball season, but I guess we're just going to get into some hobby head. You ready?
I'm ready.
You got anything to say? We had our first softball game over the week on Friday. What sucks is we had this kind of rally going and I was the last batter and made the last out. I hate that. I feel like I killed the rally, but I was rusty. I made great plays in the field. My hitting is a little suspect right now. I think that's the thing that you play more, you get better at. But hey, even at my ripe old age, I'm still pretty good at fielding, man. My glove hand is great. So I'll take it. But yeah, that's it. And I'm still tired. 2 days later, I'm still tired. Let's just put it that way. All right. Let's get off going with the show, and we'll start you with some hobby headlines.
And now, hobby headlines.
Okay, this is kind of shaking up the world of the breakers, Bird. It's been all over the place. You've probably seen it. Whatnot is now facing some legal challenges over their card breaking, quote unquote, repack practices. The issue is that there's now 15 arbitration complaints that have been filed against Whatnot over the last few days. Impact could rattle the industry. This is the guy behind it here. I guess his name is Paul Lesko. He is the attorney for the plaintiffs. Today we are announcing, this is what he said, quoting him, "Today we are announcing that we have filed 15 arbitrations over the last few days and will continue filing them for our clients. We currently have 15 more to go." Now, the allegations, the filings claim that some breaks may function as 1, chance-based purchases, well, obviously, 2, lottery-style outcomes, and 3, unregulated gambling mechanics. Okay, before I move on to this next slide, I want you to chime in here.
Okay, so
especially being a legal person yourself here.
So when I won, that guy, what is his name?
Paul Lesko.
Good news is he's going to be the only one getting paid on this. Typically, when you file a bunch, I mean, it looks like it's going to end up in like a class suit type of situation if he's got 30 different plaintiffs. So I think, if that's the reality, I mean, technically they probably are considered individual arbitrations. Mm-hmm. So technically it's you'd be, if you're in an arbitration, you'd be filing it yourself against your company or a company in this case.
Okay.
But because there's 15 to 30 of them, I would guess that Whatnot's counsel will end up making it a class, like group them all together into a global type settlement. When you said repack, I was trying to figure out how that tied in, because I was like, oh, are they repacking packs and like selling crap to people, or like I wasn't sure where this was going to go because I hadn't seen the story yet. But yeah, that's it. I get it. I mean, I could see where it falls into that lottery system, gambling, into that world of things, which also makes me wonder if this is going to trickle down to Fanatics Collect and their streaming services with Fanatics, and all just basically these streaming breakers situation.
I don't know if their regulations are different on that. I've heard that eBay's are a little more strict, right? It's a little more regulated. But you can, I can tell you wholeheartedly the way I felt about going on Whatnot, and you're hitting that swipe trying to bet on the card you want. You literally have like a second. You get to see the card, make the decision if you're going to bet on it or not. And then it's it's a literal crapshoot. When everybody's swiping at the same time, it's that same endorphin feeling of sitting at a slot machine and pulling the freaking lever, man. I mean, I know they don't pull the lever anymore. I think it's kind of outdated, but
yeah, I know. I miss pulling the lever though. That was way more fun when you play the slot, right? Part, yes. Bring that back, casinos. Bring it back. At least give me the option to pull it. I know people are germaphobes and don't want to touch things now, but I think part of even more so than the swipe to the try and bid on the card situation, because I think that's a little bit more straightforward, right? You are gambling to get the card, but you can see what other people are betting, and obviously they manipulate the time,
right, for
how long that lasts. They're like, oh, well, look at that $300 card has a bid of $50. Oh, look at that. There's only 8 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, there's 9 seconds left, and it just keeps jumping and jumping and jumping until they get the number they want.
Yep. And also, go ahead. Sorry.
So it's a little bit manipulative that way. But have you ever done a team break on those things?
No, only.
So basically, what you do is you bid to get in. There's a couple different ways you can either bid directly for the team, which is where you pay money. Say it's $50 to buy in on the St. Louis Cardinals, right? Just pick a team.
Okay.
And so they open a box after everybody gets the team. They open the box, and at that point, you get any St. Louis Cardinals that come out of the box.
Right.
So you're really just gambling that there may be none. You know what I mean? There may just be a base card. You might get a base card or two or something like that, but you paid $50 for 10 cents worth of cards.
Right.
Type of thing. So you're really gambling in that sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can say that I've seen a couple recent videos. We probably all see the one of the guy crashing out, throwing the card after he didn't get what he wanted, right? And these guys are sitting there boosting up. Come on, we don't have enough. We don't have enough. And he's telling you the card's worth this much. But you can clearly go see what the last card was sold for. Some people are overbidding on cards by a lot at this moment because of the way they boost these things up. And I don't know, unless you got an honest seller. I saw another one there too. That this morning, I saw a video. A guy he sold like a free pack or gave away a free pack, right? When he opened the pack, he noticed that there was a card in there. He was like, well, sorry, I'm not going to give you this card. I'm going to put something else in there and send this to you. This is the kind of stuff that when people get a hold of and have control of it, this is where it's going to go wrong if they don't follow all the rules. And Whatnot ultimately seems to be going to be the ones that are held responsible. I don't know if they're going to be going after these other sellers or they're going to, take down their page. I don't know what's going to happen, but the impact on the hobby here on our last slide, for a hobby built on trust and shared excitement of a great pull, this legal complaint highlights a growing concern about Whatnot's specific practices. The complaint suggests that Whatnot has created a system where gambling mechanics are most important than the actual collectibles, which I, yes, absolutely agree with.
And by the way, the reason that arbitrations, like you don't go to a judge or you don't go in front of a jury kind of thing, you go to a single solitary arbitrator. However, arbitrators are very, very expensive, and it motivates the defendant to settle if they're in the wrong. Arbitrators can run anywhere from $30,000 to $100,000 just for the arbitration for each individual that's in that group. So, right now you're looking potentially up to, 100,000 or 100,000 plus in fees for that arbitrator.
Got it.
So
Okay. Well, we'll see where this goes. Seems to be an ongoing kind of thing, and we'll have to just keep our eye on it. It seems pretty important too. Just go into your local card shops, talk face to face. Forget these guys where you literally just sit there and you watch their hands. Like, you don't know who these guys are. Like, at least you can go to your card shop, talk to the guys. They're probably going to be more honest with you. I feel like that's what's missing and needs to be brought back. Just my feeling.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, it's nice to have a local card shop and have people.
Some people don't have that option. I get it. But
yeah,
these guys are just not being trustworthy, and that's where it all resides and comes down to.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to something a little more lighter. Let's check out these beautiful new artworks from the upcoming Topps Finest Star Wars Smugglers Post, which came out just recently on March 18th. We've got all these like stained glass Topps Finest cards. Now, this first one, I can't remember the name of this character. I do know his like elephant looking face and everything, but I can't remember his name. It's not on the card. So cool looking card. Next up, I believe that's Padme.
Let's see.
I think that's Padme.
Yeah, that's got to be Padme.
It's got to be Padme. So the stained glass is a little tougher to see. This next one is, what was this little short thing's name? She's in the newer trilogy.
Yeah, she's the arms dealer. I can't remember her name either.
I can't remember her name either. I literally just watched it.
Star Wars people, please don't crucify us for not knowing your favorite people of all time.
Yeah, especially on the new trilogy. Like, I haven't seen that as many times. Now, if we go down to here, this is the robot, the droid, excuse me, I should call it the proper term, from the new trilogy. He's a pretty popular droid. I can't remember the call letters on that either.
That's he's Ren's buddy in the Star Wars series.
Rey's buddy.
Ren. Jeez, Kylo Ren. Rey is the person I'm thinking.
Rey.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes. I'm just now actually rewatching that first trilogy. Let's get into some people we do know. Here we go. Chewbacca. I do know him. He's been in a lot of different stuff. And you know what's cool about this card? Look behind him.
It's the
Millennium Falcon. That's really cool. Right there.
Have you ever seen the comedy skit that says Chewbacca is a Mexican?
I'm pretty sure I have.
He's like, very much that way.
Okay. I think I remember seeing that before,
it's pretty funny.
I don't remember it all. We got Ahsoka, I think is how you pronounce her name.
Mm-hmm.
She's got her own series now.
I'm truly not a huge Star Wars guy. I enjoy watching them when they're on, but I don't like live Star Wars. So
no, neither do I. I enjoy them, but yeah. C-3PO, obviously, probably one of the most famous droids out there. We got Darth Maul. Yes, who actually I guess really didn't die when he got chopped in half in the first the first remade trilogy, episode 1.
Okay.
I think it was episode 1 where he got kind of cut in half by Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Apparently he lived.
Oh.
I don't know if you ever seen the Solo movie, the Han Solo movie. He's actually like at the very end, he shows up, he pops up. So that means he lived. And then finally, probably the most famous character in Star Wars lore, Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader. Sorry if I just ruined that for you, but you should have known that already. You should have known that since like the 80s. All right,
so here's what I want next. I want a Spaceballs version of this.
It's not famous enough, buddy. It wouldn't do well.
Hey, it is famous enough.
To you.
First of all, Spaceballs 2 is coming out. So
I've heard
it will be famous enough.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it ever hits the light of day. We'll see.
It's Mel Brooks. Come on, let's get it.
All right. Here's a kind of a cool story. A man finds an estimated $5 million in trading cards in the backyard of a Virginia home. Now, I think I follow this guy on Instagram. I don't know. His picture looks very familiar to me. Tim Banaszak is a businessman from Virginia. He had recently gotten back into cards when someone connected to his daughter's soccer team told him to check out a neighbor's collection. When he arrived, it wasn't displayed or organized. It was stored in a small, separate building behind a quiet country home, packed floor to ceiling with boxes built up over decades by a private collector. He ended up making a deal for the entire collection. What he ended up with was nearly impossible to comprehend. An estimated 20 million cards, plus signed memorabilia, vintage icons, and unopened boxes, with experts suggesting the collection could be worth at least $5 million and possibly much more, depending on what's still uncovered. Even after moving it all to a nearby antique store, he's still going through it, uncovering major names and pieces of history along the way. The wildest part is he's only opened a small fraction so far. All right. Now on this, obviously the cover page with this guy, and you know what? He looks super familiar to me. I think I follow this guy on Instagram. Okay. He's got the Babe Ruth card kind of right in the middle there. That's really cool.
Like the Goody.
Yeah, I think it is. And then the next slide here has just got like just boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff, like insane amount. He said it sat in a concrete outbuilding behind a low slung ranch house on a wooden country road. So just some people don't know what they have. And there you go. Here's a better shot of that Babe Ruth. And then some other just really old cars that look like they came out of those cigarette packs back in the day. Yeah. We've got another box here with just a bunch of unopened packs wrapped in plastic wrap, bubble wrap, what have you. Never been opened or cracked. Probably got some real nasty gum inside. Next box is, look at these gems right here. You got Mickey Mantle. The ones I can clearly see, Mickey Mantle. There's down in the bottom right, a Hank Aaron. I think right above that's the Nolan Ryan rookie card.
Bottom left's Johnny Bench.
Bottom left, Johnny Bench card there. I mean, these are just amazing cards. And then the last slide, kind of what we just talked about, but these are the original Star Wars cards, which we found out that Luke Skywalker right there. Remember, we read a story on that not too far back, probably months and months back. But those are some very, very valuable cards all the way through. Everything we spotted there, even the unopened stuff, could probably go for just racks and racks of money these days. Yeah. So lucky for him. You never know where you can find this stuff, people. So keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open when people ask, hey, you in trading cards? I just got this stuff laying around at my house. Go check it out. It might be worth it. It might be worth it. Bird's trying to sneak his drink in there. You don't have to be sneaky about it, buddy. We see what you're doing.
Well, I made this awful mistake this morning. I got a Jamba Juice, and I watched the lady in front of me get something drizzled onto it. I thought it was coffee. And she was so excited about it. She's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to drink this. It's her favorite thing.
She was talking to you about it?
No, she was talking to her husband and the lady working. And I was like, what was that when she walked away? Because I was going up to order right then. And the girl said, oh, we put a Nutella drizzle on it. And I said, oh, is it coffee? She's like, no, that was a peanut butter mood. And I'm like, oh, that's my favorite drink. So I was like, I'll try that. Well, turns out when Nutella gets really cold, it just becomes thick. And you can't actually suck it through a straw. So
most peanut butter flavored stuff is like that anyway.
Yeah. So it was, it's been a complicated drink to handle at this point. So that's
you don't want to look all weird trying to suck the peanut butter up there. Gotcha.
You know, Well,
you're just ducking out of the screen. So we think something's going on, something weird.
Well, I just trying to get a quick drink while you were talking.
There you go. All right. Here is this is kind of funny and kind of a bad side of the hobby, but this is the risk you take. This is the worst silver prism buys of all time. And we're going to jump. This is NBA. All right. Okay. So number 5, one of the past number 1 picks, DeAndre Ayton. This card, this silver prism, gem mint 10 on the PSA grade, bought for $690. The value now is $17. That's a difference of $673 for you math whizzes out there. That was lost. All right. Yep. Number 4, another, I don't think he was a very high. I know he's a lottery pick. I'm not sure when. RJ Barrett. This silver 10 prism was bought for $1,300. The value is now $20, which is a difference of $1,280. Just a hit. Massive hit. Wow. Next up is Trae Young, who was I think a 3 or a 4 pick. I think he was actually picked 3rd and then traded for Luka. right? I think that's how that draft went. I'm pretty sure.
You are the NBA expert of the two of us, sir.
Pretty sure that's how that went. And it was after the Kings could have picked either of them, just FYI. And I don't want to go over that. So, bought for $3,700. The value is now at $105. A difference of, and lost $3,595. Gone. Poof. See ya. Number 2, Ja Morant, and still falling fast. Bought for $5,500. Value now is $210. Wow. I don't need to tell you the difference in that. It's right there. It's right there on the screen for you. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the number 1, probably the biggest bust number 1 pick in quite a while, who everybody thought was going to be great, including you, Dog. Yeah, we know. Zion Williamson, $8,500. Now worth $230. I'm surprised it's even worth that still, with the way his career and trajectory is kind of going with all the injuries and everything that's plagued him. And he's a great player. Like, when he plays, I've seen him just do some incredible things.
Yeah.
But man, your best ability is availability. And when you're not available, which is most of the time, it's just not going to work out for you.
You know, I feel like the moral of the story is sell the crap out of your cards while the player's hot and don't hold them. Because that's what this is teaching people.
Yep.
You know,
also, don't buy them when they're hot.
That's also factual.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you might miss out on somebody that you don't, I mean, I guess, but there's so few that you're like, this is a generational talent. The rest of the guys, you're like, yeah, they're super talented, but are they like, if they're outside of the Michael, Kobe, LeBron, in the basketball world, or the Shohei in baseball, how much is their cards going to continue to go up? I don't know.
Before they start to slide.
Yeah.
And then you can't even sell them. So, and you're stuck with them. But I mean, at least if you pulled the card and you're holding on to it, it's better than buying it for $8,500 and then trying to sell it for $230. Just
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a big
$8,500 for just a basic silver prism.
Yep.
Like, wow.
Yep. So who knows what's going to happen with Cooper Flag, Com Knipple things. Those cards are just astronomical right now. We'll see. All right. How about we go to the other side of the hobby? Something that's jumped up like crazy. These Roman Anthony is a rookie that came into the league last year with the Boston Red Sox, had massive hype for him. I think he kind of cooled off a little bit because he didn't start off so hot, but now he's going up like crazy. So people are reinvesting in him. These cards apparently jumped with an average of 2,500%, Bird. Okay.
That's nuts.
Then, which is not that long ago, December 18th in 2025, this red downtown of his sold for $698. It now sold for, as of March 15th, $1,495, an uptick of 114%. It gets crazier.
Amazing.
Then, this is one on July 21st, 2024 for his Bowman first. It's like a speckled refractor auto, on-card auto. $280 then. Now, $3,600. That is an uptick of 1,185%.
That's crazy.
Wow. Here's another one. Same card, but in the green refractor. $300 in June 18th of 2023. It is now up 2,567% at $8,000. Last one here. Same card, but the gold shimmer edition. $866 on May 10th of 2024. Now, $11,800, an uptick of 1,263%. It's just insane.
What now? Is that? I mean, obviously I know he's been doing well in majors as well, but is some of this because of? Well, no, these all sold. I guess I'm looking at the dates on these, so I thought maybe it was something with the World Baseball Classic where he just lit it up or something along those lines because they had the first picture they show is him on the U.S. team.
Well, this last one is well before that.
Yeah,
happened.
exactly. Well, that's what I said. That's why I was like, wait,
kind
no,
of
that
at the
doesn't.
end of last year.
So yeah, he's just super hot. Like,
right. People
I
see a
didn't know-
lot of
I-
potential in this guy.
yeah, I didn't realize he was getting that hot inside. Just as far as
Yeah,
general
and
player.
I've been trying to keep my eye on these prospects for baseball because that's where the big turnover can be, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Can be. And me kind of going all in on this Brady House guy, as we've talked about here, he's not like a super high prospect. He was like coming into the league like the 50th best prospect in the minor leagues at the time. So I'm just kind of rolling the dice, but hey, stuff's pretty cheap right now. So if it does any kind of uptick like this for that guy, would be monumental for me. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Love it.
But that's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do. And I feel like it's at least a little more safer than investing in this Roman Anthony guy now. That's for sure. So,
yeah.
All right. Here is something that pertains to us because we like to go to the store. I know.
I was there this morning.
I'm sure you were. Target is investing into expanding their trading card market. Target is officially doubling down on trading cards like a lot of retail places are and collectibles. And this isn't just a small adjustment. Trading cards have already become a massive business for them, with sales trending towards $1 billion annually after growing nearly 70% in a short period. Now they're planning to go even further, expanding in-store space, improving displays, and putting more focus on collectibles as a core category moving forward. What does that actually mean? More product, more visibility. More people are already entering the hobby, so they kind of, are being forced to do this. Retail giants don't move like this unless they see something coming. And right now, all signs point to trading cards becoming even bigger than they already are. And you know what? I'm tired of the displays at Target. And the one, or what do you got? Like one section with 3 shelves and some hanger packs there. That's pretty much what it is these days.
Yeah.
And in our area, as you well know, I go in there a lot and it's freaking bare. Yeah. Gone. Everything's gone.
Yeah. Particularly TCG is gone. Even more so than sports. And, when I go to typical Targets, you can find a lot of the sports stuff still, but all the TCG stuff is toast.
It depends on the Target and it depends on the day you go into.
Yeah. I see these crazy videos where these people go into like Walmarts and Targets and stuff. And they've got just tons and tons of product everywhere, shelves and shelves loaded with stuff. And I'm like, never once have I gone into any of these stores and seen it look like that.
Correct.
Ever.
Yeah.
Now, maybe they get there on a restock day and they just happen to take the picture and be like, oh, look what we found, I
guess.
But usually even here, when the restock's hitting, particularly with Pokemon and One Piece, like there's 35 dudes sitting there waiting to get all the cards. The second they hit the shelves, they're pulled.
Yep.
So, yeah, no, it'd be nice to see them get a little more stocked up in their cards, and maybe they even get them. I bought some cards last night that we'll touch base on in a future segment, but I got them at my local hardware store, the Helpful Hardware place.
Yes. I have a local one where I live too, but they don't think they have any, and I haven't checked in a while. But
okay, so the one I go to actually told me a while back that they made $250,000 last year in profit, just on one shelf unit of it, and so they expanded to a second shelf unit, so it's like the full 7 foot tall, shelving case, and they've got it under plexiglass, lock and key.
Right,
can't get to the cards without somebody assisting you. And I'm kind of hoping Target goes to something like that, where they put it under plexiglass so that people can't just break it and steal it, because that's a problem for Target. Yes. Maybe it's secure up the cards a little bit more, have somebody dedicated throughout the day just to deal with cards.
So now the electronics store that, we all used to go to buy TVs and
CDs
mostly.
Sorry, folks. Young people, those are things we listen to.
Even games on disc that people, just don't buy anymore. They don't keep their cards out by the front, at least the one in the Natomas area where my work is at that I stopped by, right? Dude, they're all like behind the counter. And this particular one, they're way behind the counter. You can't even see them. Now the one in your area, I do know it's behind kind of the customer service desk. You can see everything right there, right?
Right.
This one is way back there, and I'm like, can I go back and look? They're like, no. Can you see from where you're at? Can you just tell me what to grab for you? It's like, oh my God, this is stupid. I can't feel the box. I can't do anything. I just have to basically rely on you to grab something. At least in Target, you get to grab it yourself. I do like that aspect of it, and it's.
Well, I will say last
people
night
will grab and run, dude. That's the thing. That's why they did it.
That's it. Yeah, and so when I was buying my cards last night, and the guy said he opened up the cabinet, and he said, "Oh, what are you looking for?" And I told him, and he said, "Okay, go ahead and pick which box you want."
Oh, that was nice of him.
Yeah, and I was like, "Okay," and I ended up getting a couple boxes, and I got one, and I said, "Okay, what's this one?" And I take this one or whatever, and then I handed it to him because he's like, "Yeah, I got to carry him up," and I was like, "Cool, no problem." So that was their way of doing it. They're like, "Hey, we're going to open it up for you, but we're going to be right here while you're doing it, so you can't grab them and take off."
Good.
But they're super polite, and the guy even like laughed as he handed them to the girl at the counter, and he's like, "These freaking things can't stop selling. Like, it's nuts. Like,
True.
apparently it's just we've gone bananas."
And I've been, I'll flip through the cards as we're having this conversation, or these pictures, I guess, of Target shelves, which are very stocked up that we have, like the pictures we have here, except for that first one with the Pokemon.
Yeah,
there was a couple packs hanging up there, but that's like, if you compare that to the Magic the Gathering right there, it's gone.
Yeah, that is the more common visual. That circle in red, on that first image, is the more common version of what you see at most Targets.
Yes, not the green circle on the first slide there. Yes, and I'll go back to that, of course, as we circle back to that conversation of that picture, and especially this last one. I mean, look at that last photo. Look at all those mega boxes sitting there. I've never seen that. Ever.
Very rarely have I seen. I've seen occasion, like on a rare occasion, I've seen a pretty good stock.
Now that sign that says you can only buy so many is always there. But I don't think they stick to that enough. I don't think they regulate that enough at all.
So it's
let's put a sign up and then just have nobody regulate it.
But no, here's the thing. It is a target by target basis on how that's handled. There's a Target. There's two Targets in Roseville where I hit usually, and they are one of them is really good about only two products. They won't let you buy more than two. Now, if you sneak over to the self-check and do multiple transactions over there, you might be able to get away with it if nobody's paying attention. But for the most part, they're on top of it. Their manager's pretty stickler about it. The one in Rockland is also a pretty big stickler about it.
Okay.
So much so that they're like, "Yeah, man, we won't let you do a second transaction. Like you can only get two. That's all we're gonna let you have." Now there's the one in Roseville on the west side of town that it is awful. They let people just rotate through line. As long as you're buying two per transaction, you can just keep going back through. As long as you wait in line to buy the second.
I thought it said per day, but
it's supposed to be that. That is supposed to be the reality of it. However, they don't care because they're making sales.
Yep.
Their general manager at that location apparently doesn't give a crap. Because they just, and that's, I think I told you, happened to get off early on a Friday a few weeks ago, and I went to the Target because they get drops on Fridays. And there was 80, 90 people in line waiting for Pokemon and One Piece. And I was like, let's stick around for a minute. I'm curious to see how long this goes.
Right.
And there was still 60 people in line when they're like, "We're out of product."
Sorry.
Now, in that case, I don't believe they were letting people go through twice. I just think that they didn't have enough product for how many people wanted to actually buy it. But it's crazy. Yeah. It's nuts.
Oh, well, it's what it is. So, all right, let's get through these new releases quickly here. We've already talked about this one, but it officially did drop, the Topps Heritage 2026. I'm only going to throw this one card up there. It's the one that they're banking on, this Ellie De La Cruz and kind of the Bo Jackson pose. Okay. We've already seen all the red, ink ones and things like that. We already went over that. So, but that came out on the 18th of March. We have 2025 Prism Black, Panini Prism Black, I should say. That also came out on March 18th. It looks like they're mixing college and pros here.
I was going to say, little old college cards.
Definitely, because I don't know who Dylan Rayola is from Nebraska. Not quite sure who that is. We've got LeVar Arrington. Looks like a classic player with the gold auto. We've got some fireworks of Zachariah Branch. I'm not sure where he's. Oh, Georgia. Yep,
Okay.
rated prospect. We've got a throwback Miami Dolphins Dan Marino kaleidoscope. Cool looking card. Wonder if that's the case hit. Dallas Cowboys Talisman.
I think it's Talisman.
Talisman. I think they've had that insert before.
I think that's supposed to be an
right?
I there. It looks like 2 L's.
It does.
Talisman.
Looks like it says Talismel.
Yeah,
looks like
Talisman.
2 more L's. But that's a Deion
I think
Sanders.
It's Talisman. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. We got a Prismania of Larry Fitzgerald. They've had that Prismania there for a while. And then they've had the I forgot what they call these, Bird.
What's the superhero ones?
Yeah, there's a name for them. And I have to kind of like cut off the border here because the way Beckett's doing this now, they're not all just one pictures. They're doing these little like swipe by where you. So I can't like take the picture unless I screenshot it, and then it's all cut off like this. So that's why it looks like that. Just FYI.
I like they did a Pat Tillman one though.
But they're doing a Pat Tillman. Yeah, it's got a very much a Captain America theme to it.
Yeah. Those of you that don't know who Pat Tillman is, he died in combat.
Yes.
For the U.S. Army, I believe.
Yes.
So.
And then we have the Barry Sanders one with the lion theme, which is really cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, but I think those are kind of the case hits of the bunch there.
Yeah. Cool.
We've got a 2025-26 Upper Deck New York Rangers Centennial Hockey coming out came out, I guess, on March 18th. Now, this is just all New York Rangers cards. We've got the Broadway blue signatures of Brian Leached. We've got a 34th Street kind of, I don't know what that is. Look like an insert of like tagging of Brad Park. I like these guys' names though. I can actually pronounce them. We've got a Ticket to Greatness, Wayne Gretzky. Not sure if that's a real auto on there or not.
I think it is.
Might be. That's pretty cool. I like how Wayne puts the little 99 on his.
He
actually has like signature.
He always has. No, he actually has always put the 99 on all of his signatures.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah. It looks like it's also a cutout of that actual game from December 19th, 96. The Great One scores goal number. I can't even read what that says. It's pretty small on my screen.
I can't see it on mine either.
Yeah, it's pretty small, but it's in the thousands, I think. We've got a Blue Shirt Materials dual insert of Mike Richter and Hendrik Lundqvist.
Yep. That's pretty
both
cool.
Patches. Yes, that right patch is kind of lame.
Two of the best goalies in history.
Now, the right patch is kind of lame compared to the left one.
Left one's definitely nicer.
Yeah. And then lastly, we got to line them up a 7 of 10 of these three guys: Vic Hadfield, Jean Rattel, or Jean
Rattel,
and Rod Gilbert. So if you're a New York Rangers fan, this is right up your alley. Looks like you could get yourself some.
I think this is just like the one they did for Detroit. When we covered Detroit, when we did we were doing our city spotlight on Detroit.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That was the crew.
Yeah, so Upper Deck's kind of cashing in on just banking for an entire team.
They're doing their city spotlight, but
they are
spotlight. They figured out we were doing spotlight. This. Yeah, they were like, hey. Cards on Blast got this city spotlight thing. It's killing it.
Right.
So
hit us up, Upper Deck. You can officially sponsor our show.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. So next new release is the 25-26 Topps Chrome Bundesliga. I got it pretty close there. Soccer, which also came out on the 18th. I think we showed some of this, and these are kind of like what you opened last week, right? But those weren't the Chrome.
They weren't the Chrome. Yeah. No,
but was the design the same? They do the same thing here.
No, it looks like it's different. I mean, the top series, the ones I opened last week were more the top series 1 style. And so they're just not quite, I don't think they're quite the same. I think these are a little bit different.
Okay. I couldn't remember if the details.
No, maybe it's because some of these are specialty cards, that kind of stuff. So maybe there's stuff that I don't know.
No, it looks like all 3 of these ones I have to show. I have a Saeed El Mala.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, they all have the same design on the outside here. If you look at them. We have Yan Diomande.
Sure.
Sure.
Did Monday?
Sure. This
Sure.
is kind of like a negative card here of Michael.
I actually really like that card.
Does that say -5 of 0? What the heck?
Where is it at?
Above his name,
it does.
below
It does
the
say
signature.
-5.
What? Oh, so it's a negative.
Right.
Got it. Because it's a negative. That's actually kind of cool.
It's like an of 5, but it's -5.
That's actually, I like that. I like the whole concept behind them doing that.
No, I think that's a dope looking card. Cool. I like the whole look of it.
Yep. And then you have the anime of the on TV, which are the case hits usually in this product here of this guy, Ritsu Doan. Sure. Yep. It's a 1 of 5 there. So another new release here is 2026 Leaf Metal Football, which also came out on March 18th. Leaf Metal, I believe, is kind of their chrome product. You know, they're not on cardboard. They're more of a chrome paper, I would say, or whatever they call that. What do they call it? Foil board. There we go. Mm-hmm. That's the word I was looking for. We got a Dan Marino, awesome Dan Marino signature card there. We've got an Explode. So they also do.
So that Armed and Dangerous hit in my head. I was like, Armed and Dangerous, ain't nobody can hang with us. I went straight to the Biggie,
baby.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
But the Explode onto the scene, Ashton Genty kind of rookie card there. Of course, none of this is licensed with the NFL or college share, but still cool. We have a Jim McMahon auto. We also have the Tritanium triple auto. This is the card to get right here, Bird.
That card's freaking incredible.
Yep. Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, and Joe Montana all signed on one card. That is a gem, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, that is phenomenal.
That's cool. That's cool. Even unlicensed, that's still rad. Yeah, and I have to go back to the 80s on this one. That's rad. That's just rad.
Although, now out of your 3 of them, which one's your favorite signature?
Just signature?
Yeah.
Joe Montana's.
You like Montana's
I like
the best?
The J. Yeah, because I signed a J in my name, so I have to go with that.
Okay.
The one I would want to have the most is Peyton. Like, come on.
Well, me too.
Yeah. But I was like, if you're going to make me pick a signature,
I think it's interesting that Dan signs his with like a lower case D to start it, is what it looks like.
Dan.
Yeah.
All right, Dan.
Laces out, Dan.
Laces
out. Capital letters, Dan. Capital letters. They're important in the English language.
Yeah, he does sign it.
Unless you're Gen Z, and then capitals don't matter.
And then the Marino is just kind of like a squiggle with an O at the
end. I actually like Peyton's signature the best out of all of them. Like, I think it's like this crisp little, it's there, and he double layers it. So you got Peyton on top, Manning on the bottom.
Okay. He even throws the 18 in there too. So
yeah. Okay.
One more new release here, Bird, and I am totally into this one. I'm going to be looking for it. I really like this. 2025 Topps Chrome Deadpool pre-order. It pre-ordered March 3rd, yes, but we missed that already.
Have you looked online to see if you can find it?
Have not. I have not.
That's, I think,
I'm not in the business of buying boxes at the moment, just FYI. Okay.
Yeah.
But the release date is April 1st. Perfect day to release anything Deadpool on April Fool's Day. I just think that coincides and lines up perfectly right there.
Right.
We do have a 1-of-1 Deadpool auto of Ryan Reynolds, of course, the man who plays Deadpool. We have a Wolverine. Looks like the X-Fractor. I believe that's the X-Fractor there of Wolverine.
Looks like a blue X-Fractor almost. Oh, wait.
I mean, there's blue in there, but the rest of the cards, I think it's just
that was a shot at them for the blue X-Fractors.
I got you. I know what you're trying to do there. Yeah. We also have the Ryan Brown autograph, who is, I guess, the artist of Deadpool on a 1-of-5.
Okay.
We've got a Chrome of Gambit.
My favorite X-Men.
Okay. He's the kind of speaks with a French accent, right?
Or at least from Louisiana
accent.
Yep.
We have a comic book gold insert of Weapon X, which is Wolverine in a different timeline. We have a Best Bubs trading card with Hugh Jackman on it as Wolverine. That's a cool card. I love it.
Deathpool scribbles on it.
Right. I love that.
Deathpool riding a unicorn.
So cool.
That's awesome.
So cool. And then a Future Stars with Baby Pool.
Yeah. Baby Pool.
Yes, with all the different renditions of Deadpool that came out kind of in the
let me ask you this. Have you seen both Deadpool movies?
All of them.
Or at 3 of them, actually?
All of them, of course.
Okay. What if you had a child, for instance, that was young, what would be the age you would allow them to watch any of the Deadpool movies?
Probably like 12, 13.
Okay. Just wondering.
They're very F-bomb.
They're super graphic.
Yeah, very graphic with blood.
I was just wondering if you had it. I was kind of getting your opinion because I recently heard about somebody showing their 7-year-old Deadpool, and I was like,
young.
ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little young. I get it's a comic book movie, but it's one of the more risque comic book movies out there. So, all right, that is the end of our hobby headlines. We're going to get into some fun segments here. I hope Bird's ready. He said he was at Target earlier, so I'm assuming he's ready.
I was. I'm totally ready.
Cool. Let's crack that pack.
Time to crack that pack, where we open a pack live.
Okie dokie, Bird, artichoke.
Okay.
What do you got to crack today, my friend?
Well, my plan was to open this hot little thing in my hand here, which is an optic box of 2025 football.
Okay.
It's a retail box, not a hobby box. I don't have that kind of funding in my life. But
especially for
when I was at Target this morning, I also ran by this guy because I saw it hanging on the shelves.
Oh, okay.
Heritage.
There you go. I know you like the Heritage product.
And hangers have bangers, as the old saying goes. So I was thinking about opening the Heritage pack and then maybe opening up the optic and opening a pack there because there's only 4 cards.
Okay. I'm just trying to look up how much an optic hobby box would actually sell for. This is on Giant Sports Cards and More with a free delivery, by the way. $669.
Oh, yeah, no. This was definitely not that expensive.
They're pricing us out. They're trying to price us out, I swear. I'm, of course, still dipping into my Top Stadium Club here. Going to open two more packs out of my box. Might be an auto. We might get an auto today. We don't know. I did watch somebody open one of these boxes, and he got 2 autos out of his box.
Ooh, 2 autos.
I know, right? So, are you currently opening something? I could hear crackling in the background.
I am opening the Heritage because it's a big pack, and it took me a second to get through it. So, yeah. Are you open already? Or are you?
I am about 2 seconds away from being ready to just reveal here. So.
Okay, so obviously there's a lot of base stuff in here, and I'm not going to go crazy on it. So I'm not going to be showing a lot off.
The hanger packs have a lot of base.
There's a lot of base.
Yeah, they're probably getting 45 base cards in there.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. So I'm going to make my way through, getting a lot of great players here. Not going to read them all out to you because nobody wants to hear all these guys' names as I go through it. Now we're getting back to the specialty cards. All right, we made it to the back. So look at that. The first one is out of 25. Hangers have bangers.
Wow.
And this gentleman is Luis Severino. Do you know that name?
From the A's, baby. Of course I do.
That's from the A's.
Of course I do.
Jackpot,
look at that.
baby.
Out of 25.
Yeah.
Nice.
So pretty
really
cool.
nice.
It's on an orange. So that's pretty awesome. I'm very excited to get it out of 25 in a hanger pack.
Right?
And then the second one is a purple speckle of Tariq Skubal, AL All-Stars card.
Nice. Okay. Those are bent pretty good, aren't they?
They are. Yeah.
I remember those from last year. Yeah, those are bent pretty good. Just the way those pink ones are.
That has got a good solid bend to it.
Yep.
And then they have a rookies 4x4 pack. And, where they have 4 pictures. They have a Mitch Ferris, Andrew Alvarez, Kyle Backus, and Joel Peguero. So that was back with the specialty cards as well.
Okay.
Those are the rookies. And then the final card is, look at that. This pack came through for our show. We have a purple, not numbered, but still, Seiya Suzuki.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not chrome or not
chromed out.
Shiny,
no, this one's actually relatively flat.
Yeah, well,
so that's positive.
Cardboard, of course it is.
Yeah.
All right. I have just open this. This is no cheating in case something good does come through because Bird's stealing all the thunder here apparently. All right.
Hey, who knew?
We got a Kua Singa. We've got Chipper Jones. We've got a William Contreras. And then we're hitting on our red, which is, of course, I believe 1 per pack. We've got Corey Seager.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Corey Seager.
Yep.
I love that shot. Good shot right there.
Yeah.
Well
nice.
done, cameraman. We've got a Junior Caminero. Johan Santana. And Nolan Arenado. That's a cool pick, too. And then an Albert Pujols, which I don't think I had previously. I'm getting the set together as well. I figure by the end of this box here, I'll probably have very close to the whole set. So,
Okay.
I actually went and bought, I think I got a pack of this. I went to go get like a new cutoff shirt for softball. I noticed there was a pack sitting there at Big Five. I'm like, give me a pack of these. I probably got about 10 cards out of that pack that I needed
Oh, that
for
works.
my set. So,
I
all
like
right,
it.
just the Corey Seager. Kind of cool in there. No auto yet.
All right. So let me put this to you. Left side or right side?
Got to go right, man.
Okay. And how many deep? There's 20
7.
packs. There's 20 packs. So 7 deep.
Lucky 7.
All right, let's see what lucky 7 is out of this guy. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lucky number 7. Okay, let me put these rest of these back. All right, and here's the optic. That's the pack. There's 4 cards per pack.
4 cards. That's what I was going to ask.
As we all know here on Cards on Blast, we get 4 cards in an optic pack. And we hope that all of them aren't base. But, we
Very
hope.
well could be.
It could be.
Let's hope he hits a downtown or something. That'd be awesome.
That would be phenomenal.
This would be the card. This would be the just day for it.
All right, so we got a Dak Prescott. We have a Tua Tagovailoa.
Where did he end up, by the way?
I don't know.
Can't remember who he signed.
Did he get picked? Did he get signed? He did get signed,
I
didn't he?
think he's backing somebody up. Let me see if I can
And then
look it up while
Pat
you do this.
Fryermuth as my third one. Oh, and look at that. This guy. Here we go. We have a star card, or whatever they're called, the Star Spangled Banner cards. Marquise Brown. Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Brown. That's pretty
So
cool.
there it is.
I don't think I've ever even pulled one of those stars cards before. So
Yeah, so not a bad. I mean, not the greatest player in history. I mean, he's a great player, but he's not like the dude everybody's collecting. So, pretty cool.
Okay, right here it says he expects to sign with the Falcons or be the Falcons starter.
Oh, that's right. They were talking. That's right. They wanted another lefty to back up Penix.
So that's what I'm seeing here. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me get this pack open here. Maybe I can get something good too, since Bird got something really cool. Hey, you might be able to even take that to a game and get that signed, buddy.
Hey, that would be cool.
That would be cool. And of 25 on card signature. Great. All right. We got Ketel Marte, Lawrence Butler, the Law Dog.
Elbutt.
Oh, but so bad. He's got the worst one of those names. If you took that, you followed that kind of C Webb, J Will, right? Yeah. The only other one that's worse is Patrick Ewing.
PU. Oh, man.
We've got a Sandy Alcantara, and our red insert is of David Ortiz. Big Poppy. Big Bobby. Hey, that's color match, right?
I like it. I like those reds though. They're kind of cool.
Yeah, they are cool. We've got the concentration insert of Hunter Green, who is a Reds pitcher.
Okay, that's a cool looking card.
Yes, his name's Green, but he plays for the Reds. Yeah, I got a Nolan Ryan of that last time, I believe. We've got Wyatt Langford. We've got another Ichiro. And we have a Jackson Holiday. I like that Jackson Holiday pick, though. I don't think I'll take a pick of it, but just the way he's got his glove on his head, I remember doing that.
I do too.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yep. So, well, no auto today, folks. Unfortunately. You got anything else you opening?
You know what? I did open another optic real quick.
All right,
just
let's
to
go
see.
before this
There's
music
nothing.
goes out.
No, I already got it. I already cracked it open. It's. I did get something cool. It's kind of on theme today. But it's a base. But let's go with this guy right here, who I absolutely love as a football player.
Tyler Warren.
His rookie card.
Yeah.
So
I almost pulled something out for the stack of his, but I went another route. Let's just
I'm a fan. It worked out
he's
well
gonna be good.
for the segment and
gonna be good.
the city. So yeah,
it's probably a couple buck card there, dude. An optic rookie. Even the
Yeah.
base is a good one to have. All right. Well, that's the end of Crack That Pack. That rolls us right along to our main topic for the day, our city spotlight of Indianapolis. We're going to go ahead and start with our favorite team, mine and Bird's favorite NFL team. It is the Indianapolis Colts. Don't ask us why. Probably because we grew up in the whole Peyton Manning was awesome era. That's what I'm chalking it up to. And every time somebody asks me,
that where you ended up with him?
Yeah. Peyton was like the smartest quarterback I've ever seen play the game, ever.
My story is different. I got them because my friends, when I was younger, made fun of me for being a front runner because I liked players mostly. I was like, oh, this team, this guy's on this team. I like that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, you only like the guys that are good. And I'm like, well, yeah, who doesn't like the guys that are good? You know what I mean? I was a kid.
Duh.
And so they gave me a hard time. And they're like, you're a front runner. I'm like, fine, I will take the worst team in the league. And the Colts were like 2-14 that previous year.
They were bad then, yeah.
And I was like, that's my team. I'm going to take them. They'll be my team forever. Screw all you people that are making fun of me. I will take the worst team in the league. And then they got Peyton Manning like a year or two later. And I was like, oh, that works.
Right. Yeah. I mean, all signs point to me should being like a Raiders or Niners fan, right? But it just never happened. I don't know. They never appealed to me, even though the Niners were so good. There you go. If I would have picked the Niners, you would have called me a front runner then too, because they were amazing in the 80s. So
yeah,
take that. I saw potential in Peyton Manning, and that's why I picked the Colts. So, all right, let's read a little bit about the Colts here. Originally from Baltimore, the franchise famously relocated to Indianapolis in 1984 under the cover of night. Yes, it's a very famous story. Go look it up if you do not know. Since the move, the team has transformed into a perennial powerhouse, highlighted by their Super Bowl 41 victory, right there on his hat, and a decade of dominance in the early 2000s that solidified Indianapolis as a football town. All right, before I get to the top three, Bird's going to read off a list of awesome players here from our wonderful Colt fandom era.
All right, so I'm actually going to add an extra name to this just because I've always loved this guy's style of football play. But I'll go down the list as we have it here. Mr. Reggie Wayne, who was absolutely a benchmark wide receiver for the Indianapolis Colts.
Agreed.
However, another player did it better before him. So can't have him on the top list. Dwight Freeney, the man on defensive end.
Yep.
So much fun. Undersized defensive end, quick as hell, just nasty. And then his cohort on the other side of it, Robert Mathis.
Mm-hmm.
God, those guys were fun. Those guys were fun to watch play.
Yep.
This next guy, the Colts, the stretch play was made for this player. It was Peyton running out to his right and handing it off. And I use Peyton doing that, running as a loose term. Not the fastest human ever, but smart enough to duck down and realize he can't run. Edgerrin James. So, yeah, Edgerrin, like the edge run. That's kind of, it fits in.
Wow. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, and this last guy, technically, I don't consider him like a Colt per se, but he was important for them. Mr. Adam Vinatieri, who we all know is the greatest kicker of all time. Made more game-winning field goals than probably anybody. Phenomenal for the
At
Patriots
least, like,
for all those years.
High-stake field goals, yes.
And the crazy part is when he got traded to the Colts, I was like, that's so crazy that this guy's beaten us so many times on field goal kicks in the playoffs, and then he comes to our team, and then
it's kind of how it goes.
He did right for us too, and it was better than Mike Vanderjack, who once kicked a ball dead left from 25 yards out to lose a game. But the final guy I wanted to mention, who doesn't get not really a big name Colt, was Bob Sanders, the safety.
Yeah.
The dude literally, I watched him dive over the top of the line, spearheading the quarterback with his arms not even out, just dove headfirst into him. Like, the guy was just freaking reckless with his body.
That's funny.
But he was so much fun to watch.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's start with number three. Number three, playing from 1996 to 2008 on the Colts, Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Fame wide receiver known for his surgical route running. Harrison set a then NFL record with 143 receptions in a single season. He remains the franchise leader in every major receiving category, including 128 career touchdowns. Now, this card we have here is a very low grade. Oh, my goodness. It's a 6. I can see that the centering's way off here. I don't know if that's how the cards were supposed to be, but that's pretty far off. It is a gold refractor, though. So I don't know what you're doing, Bowman Chrome. That was a terrible cut on that card. Yeah,
Right.
for a freaking gold refractor. So, but Marvin Harrison coming in at number 3. Number 2, Johnny Unitas from 1956 to 1972 with the Colts. While he played during the Baltimore era, Johnny U remains foundational figure who revolutionized the modern passing game. He won 3 NFL championships and was a 3-time league MVP, setting a record of 47 consecutive games with a touchdown pass. Now, me and you probably, we never got to see Johnny Unitas play.
No.
We hear the lore, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Another low grade on a card here. But this is also a 1963 card, so it probably still holds the value. A Topps Johnny Unitas, 1963. Looks like it was number 1, too. It was the number 1 card in everybody's hearts and on the set.
Yeah, Johnny U was very, very popular. So.
Yes, absolutely. Number 1, of course, the aforementioned, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Peyton Manning. He played with the Colts from 98 to 2011 before moving on. And we're not going to say where because, don't say it. Widely considered the greatest Colt ever, Manning led the team to a Super Bowl title and won 4 of his record 5 NFL MVPs in Indy. He is the franchise's all-time leading in passing, yards, touchdowns, and fundamentally changing the team's trajectory after being drafted first overall, and that's what you were speaking of earlier, because their trajectory was really bad before he got
And the
there.
funny thing is his first couple of years were actually not very good, because the team was awful prior to him coming in. I think they were 2-14 his first year, or 3-13, and then I think they won like 4 or 5 the second year, and then the third year is when he really hit his stride. And they had a couple good drafts after that, and they, that was it.
That was it. Well, we have a 1998 rookie of his from Skybox Thunder, and this is finally a Gem Mint 10.
Tennessee.
He is, in his Tennessee uni there. This is before they did all these like mock-up shots of when they just brought the guys out in dress to take pictures.
By the way, I watched this. There was a video put up a couple days ago that I picked up. I saw of his kid throwing the ball. His kid plays quarterback. He's young.
Okay, naturally.
He looked like he's probably maybe 14 years old, and kids throwing like 35-yard dimes just on the button. And I'm like,
it's in the blood, man. It's just like when I can sit down at some drums and just start playing them the first time I ever sat down. It's in my blood.
Yeah.
Right? But I ain't going to go out and throw a 35-yard pass on the knot. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't even know I can throw a 35 yards.
The kid has a cannon. So, yeah, pretty interesting.
All right. Well, that does it for the Colts. Let's move on to the NBA franchise there, the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers were founded in 1967 as a charter member of the American Basketball Association, the ABA. The Pacers won 3 ABA championships before joining the NBA in 1976. The team is also known for a gritty, blue-collar style of play that resonates with Indiana's deep basketball roots, particularly during their playoff run in the 1990s and early 2000s. And yes, wasn't Indiana where basketball was kind of invented? Right?
I believe so.
I believe so. Is where it kind of started.
I think Naismith was in Indiana.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right, Bird, let us know some honorable mentions. We may or may not know some of these names.
I can tell you for sure that I don't know the first 2.
Okay.
Mel Daniels was a center for them, apparently. Roger Brown was a small forward. These guys sound like ABA names.
Possibly.
And then we go into the late 80s, early 90s, I believe, for this next guy. Rick Schmitz.
90s.
Was he 90s? I was thinking he was like 89-ish.
Yeah, 90s. And I think there's supposed to be a C in his name there.
There's a C there. He was a center. Yeah, Rick Schmitz. He was a pretty talented guy. from what I remember growing up, like he wasn't like the guy you're like, oh, this is the greatest center ever. But you're like, yeah, he's a very functional, solid center for the Pacers back then. And then finally, the last guy is Paul George, who's a small forward. And everybody kind of knows who Paul George is at this point. He's on the Clippers now, right? Currently?
76ers.
Sixers. Oh, that's right. He got, I can't keep track of. He's moved a few times. So, and he's not quite as good as he used to be, but he's
still good.
He's still good.
I think what he's most famous for now is probably being traded from the Clippers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, or to the Clippers. And they severely miscalculated that one. And you were right. Hey, Rick Smits, it looks like here, 1988 to 2000.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking right at the end of the 80s.
You are right.
That's when he came in.
You're right. So, hey, good on you. All right, the top 3 players in the Indiana Pacers franchise that you should probably look out to collect for. Number 3 is Jermaine O'Neal. From 2000 to 2008, O'Neal was the defensive anchor of the Pacers' elite team in the early 2000s, earning 6 consecutive All-Star nods. He won the NBA's Most Improved Player Award in 2002 and currently ranks as the franchise's all-time leader in blocks, and also was a part of the Malice in the Palace, just FYI, too.
Okay.
I remember that. Remember him in the stands punching people with Steven Jackson. So we've got a 2003 finest Jermaine O'Neal near mint 8 of a jersey fractor. I'm not sure what that means.
Okay.
But kind of a cool looking card there. Number 2 on the list is George McGinnis. It looks like he had a couple stints with them from 1971 to 75, then again from 1980 to 1982. McGinnis is a homegrown hero from Indianapolis. He was a dominant force who led the team to 2 ABA titles and won the ABA MVP in 1975. His combination of power and skill made him one of the most versatile scorers and rebounders in professional basketball history. And we have a 1981 McGinnis Gem in 10 from Topps to show off here. Okay. Number 1 shouldn't really surprise anybody. It is, of course, Mr. Pacer, as they call him, Reggie Miller. Played from 1987 to 2005, spent his entire 18-year career in Indiana, becoming the most prolific three-point shooter and clutch performers in NBA history. He is the franchise's all-time leading scorer in points, assists, steals, and he led the Pacers to their only NBA Finals appearance in 2000. And then the famous, of course, choking, right? That's the thing I remember Reggie Miller for the most, is that thing right there.
So for me, Reggie, I would say, was the best three-point shooter I'd ever seen until Steph Curry came into the league.
He was kind of the specialist, but when specialist wasn't really a thing.
And maybe Ray Allen in between would be the other guy. But I remember Reggie. The one I remember sticks out to me is they were down by like 8 with 9 seconds left or something like that. He hit a 3, and then he defended the play coming in, like bounced it off somebody, and then ended up getting another 3.
Stole the inbounds, I believe.
Yeah.
Ran back, shot another 3. I think he scored like 9 points in like 3 seconds or something crazy like that.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was really, it was nuts.
Yeah,
so I was
something like nobody's ever done before. So
yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yep, we got a 1988, which that probably is his rookie card. It says 87 here, but back then this was probably his rookie card of Reggie Miller in, honestly, my favorite Pacers jersey. I think those are just cool looking. They're clean, straightforward. I really like those jerseys, but that is a near mint 8 for Mr. Reggie Miller on that card.
Gotcha.
All right. Since there's no baseball representation, I figured we'd throw the WNBA in there. They are, it is a major sports franchise, even though I don't think they're going about it too well, the way these ladies are asking for their pay when they're not really making any money.
So I heard they got an approval though for
they did, but they're still not making any money. There's one person who is, and she's going to be on this honorable mentions list. Let's read about it really quick, and then you can tell us. Joining the WNBA in 2000, The Fever quickly established a reputation for defensive toughness and community impact. The franchise's pinnacle came in 2012 when they captured the WNBA championship, and they have recently entered a new era of massive popularity behind a wave of young star talent, which Bird will tell us about a few of these.
Yeah. So honorable mentions on this list, and I know a lot of you listening are probably going to think this last one should be on the list. But
yet.
let's start. I know. I said a lot of people. I didn't say us. Honorable mentions: Brianne January, a guard for the Indiana Fever. Sorry, I'm getting a call because I accidentally called somebody. Second one's Tammy Sutton Brown. Third is Aaliyah Boston, a center. Kelsey Mitchell, who's a guard. And the final one, everybody knows her name. She's,
It's the only one anybody wants to see.
Caitlin Clark.
That's right.
The guard.
The only gal that makes money for the WNBA currently.
Yep.
And they're all riding her coattails, and they're all jealous of her. It seemingly seems so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's what it is.
Yep.
So.
Well, let's bust through these ones because I don't know really about these players, but we'll read a little bit about them and when they played for the Fever. Number 3 is Katie Douglas. She played from 2008 to 2013 with the Fever. An Indianapolis native, Douglas returned home to help lead the Fever to their 2012 championship while earning 2 All-Star selections with the team. She was a perimeter two-way player, ranking high in franchise history for both three-pointers made and steals. And we have an on-card. No, that's a sticker auto of an Origins insert for Katie.
Okay.
Number 2 is Kelsey Mitchell. From 2018 to still on the team, Mitchell has been a scoring machine since she was drafted, recently surpassing legendary marks to become the franchise's all-time leader in three-pointers. Her elite offensive consistency has anchored the team through both rebuilding years and their recent return to playoff contention.
Okay.
We have an emergent insert of Prism for Kelly Mitchell. Tamika Catchings is the number 1 Fever playing. She played from 2002 to 2016. Catchings is the undisputed GOAT of the Fever, leading the franchise in points, rebounds, assists, and steals, a 5-time Defensive Player of the Year, 2011 MVP, and she was the Finals MVP during the team's 2012 championship run. We have a, what is this, 2008 Rittenhouse?
Yeah, Rittenhouse WNBA.
So I don't think a lot of companies made WNBA cards back then, so
probably not.
Kind of hard to find some of those, but this is a, like I said, Rittenhouse 2008. So, and at least it's a Gem Mint 10 finally for one of these WNBA cards.
Yeah.
So since we didn't have any other sports kind of to go over, I figured I'd throw this little gem in there. Indianapolis is also home to some other sports franchises, including the AAA baseball team, the Indianapolis Indians. I wonder if they still call them that.
Probably not.
Yeah, I wonder how old that blurb. I found this from the USL soccer team, the Indy 11, and the ECHL hockey team, which is the one league below the NHL, the Indy Fuel. It's also home to one of the biggest races, of course, the Indy 500 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is traditionally held over Memorial Day weekend. So I thought I'd throw that in there, Burb.
Fabulous. I love it.
Yeah. There are racing cards out there. I
think we should do racing cards at some point. I think that would be fun to open. They're hard to find though.
You know what? I do see them at Target every once in a while because those aren't the ones that fly off the shelves.
I think the F1s do. I think F1s. I don't think a lot of people order them, but F1 racing is, I think, the most popular, and then NASCAR is probably behind it as far as cards go.
Okay.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what those kind of look like. As a card pack we've never opened before.
Well, maybe we could dive into that. I got a new one. I don't even know where to keep my hockey.
Maybe we do one. Maybe we do one
soccer.
near. Maybe we do one just where we get a pack right before the Indy 500 or something.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
We can make that
do a
happen,
Memorial Day special kind of thing.
Sure.
We're gonna open some Indy cards this weekend.
Okay.
F1, Indy, whatever. Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll plan it. Let's do it.
Fun.
All right. That is the end of the City Spotlight in Indianapolis, Indiana. Thanks for rolling along with us there. If you have any comments, if we got something wrong, if you think Caitlin Clark is the best player in Fever history, let us know in the comments or Instagram or wherever you can find us. We'd love to have a conversation with you about it.
Yep.
Okay. Let's move on to, well, it's going to be my Indiana rendition. I don't know about you.
I have an Indiana. I'm very much so.
You did stay on it. But let's see what we got today in our stack.
And now, time for What You Got in the Stack.
All right, Bird. First things first, I don't have a whole lot of like Colts cards. I tried to look. The one that I found, and I just really like. I don't know if this guy's going to be any good. He was a rookie last year. He was our quarterback that kind of came in, but then they brought in Phillip Rivers, and so they must not see a whole lot of potential in that kid. Riley Leonard.
Okay. But you know what? They did put him back in for the last 2 games of the season.
Good.
And let him go roll. And he actually looked pretty good.
After the kind of playoff hopes were spoiled.
Yeah, as soon as playoffs were out, he came back in.
So we'll see how he does. But I do have and I really like these cards. It's from what is this from? The Rookies and Stars. It's an insert of the Crusades.
Okay.
Of his. So I just really like these cards. I kind of like the kind of medieval theme to them with the Crusades. You know, it makes me think of like Game of Thrones and all that stuff, which I really like.
There you
go. But that's one that I had. And you can go ahead and do yours next, because the next I have are the same guy. And it's a couple of different cards.
So that's funny enough, as I have one guy and then I have 2 of the same guy. So my first one was a rookie, not last year, but the year before. And this is a Prism Fireworks card. And it is of Laitu Latu.
Nice.
He's a linebacker.
I like those fireworks cards.
Yeah. And so that one I've kept in a hard case, hoping that he will continue to become greater and greater.
Fingers crossed, baby.
Yeah. So you can only hope, right?
All right. Next is a guy from the Pacers. This is a couple rookie cards that I have from this guy on the Pacers. I think he's going to be actually a really good ball player eventually. Even though he doesn't really get talked about a whole lot, you know. It's Johnny Furphy, just FYI. I have a blue mosaic of his here. Okay. The blue, light blue, like mosaic. I also have the pink rated rookie optic of his.
Okay.
And then lastly, this is one. Remember, I was trying to do those artwork cards.
Okay.
This is Johnny Furphy artwork one that I did personally. I think this is the best one I've done. That's why I had to share it on the show. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in its entirety, but you see all like the dragon scale bumps I put on there. That's not on the card. That's what I did. See if I can get a little maybe closer.
Okay.
But all those dragon scale bumps were all hand done by me. This was probably the best one I've done, man. Everything about it just is like came out really good. I was really meticulous with it. A true one of one, so to speak.
There you go.
Okay.
Love it.
But yeah, that sits in display on my rack over here because I did it.
And you should reach out to him and be like, hey man, I did a custom card of you. Interested?
Interested in what? I don't even know if he could sign it. I'd have to send him
if he wanted to own it.
I know, right?
What I mean, like trade you some of his other cards, maybe autographed for that one.
Those if he's even into cards. I would get him to sign it, maybe like a chrome Sharpie or something would be cool.
There you go.
That'd be
cool.
awesome. So, but yeah, the dragon scale. See if I can even get close so you can see it. See the bumpiness?
Yeah, I can see it.
Those are actually it's dragon scaled into the card. I did it with this little tool. It took me quite a while to do all those little bumps. Just FYI.
I'm sure.
All right, Bird. Lastly, up for you.
So the last 2 I have are the same guy, and he's probably one of my favorite players, if not my favorite player in NFL history, and it is Mr. Peyton Manning. Now, I pulled this on the air, this card right here.
Okay.
It's a StarCast card. I don't even remember the product, to be honest, that it came out of, but it is a Topps product, and it is a see-through card.
I see.
Yeah, so you can see my face through it, right?
Those are always cool.
So that one's very cool. And then this other one I actually ordered at one point, and it's only out of $275, but it's a chrome purple, and it is of Peyton. as well.
And
So
now I see
know
why you take your cards out of the protection, because you can't see anything on those.
it is definitely. I'll take some pictures of them so we can put it on the cast. When you guys watch the live, or the show in a couple days whenever it comes out.
Right.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we had in our stack today. Let's get going just to the next segment. We're going to roll right along to our car pulls of the week.
And now it's time for Card Pull of the Week.
Oh, yeah. Kind of hard to have a car pull of the week when you didn't open anything, Bird. Actually, I did. I open that one pack of the top stadium club, but it was a little underwhelming. I got something, it was okay, but
yeah,
I think I'd rather show something else.
I'll go first. I know you got a little bit more to show. But I did not open that much this week. I did open some Phoenix last night, 2024.
Okay.
Football. And probably the best card, which it's not, it's not amazing or anything, but it's a sought after player at least. And it's on the Contours, which is one of my favorite products out of their stuff, and that is Patrick Mahomes.
Little Patty.
Yeah.
All right.
So
there you
I
go.
don't know which version is. I think this is actually the base Contours version. But it's hard to tell with Contours sometimes which version you actually have.
Come on, guys, make it a little more noticeable. Maybe just write it on the back with the parallel.
I feel like they should need a Contours, chart to be like, how do you know which card you're what?
I'm sure that it's out there, buddy. I'm sure it's out there. All right, I am continuing my my Lou Dort tour here. I've got a couple new ones in the mail.
Okay.
And it is of the, it's the same rookie card from the NBA hoops that I have a lot of, but I did not have this one. And I was like, I didn't even know this was a thing. So it's the red prism.
Okay.
Okay. I did not have any red prisms, actually. So, okay, I get it. I grabbed the red prism. Next up, this is it's another Lou Dort rookie, but it's from a different product. This is from the Panini Status. I don't remember that product, but kind of a cool rookie card of Lou Dort there.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah,
got a lot of
rainbow
colors.
foil kind of thing.
Yeah, lots of different colors going there.
Okay.
Really cool. Do you have anything else, or should I just keep going because I got more?
No, man, go ahead. I mean, technically, I pulled another Contours in that same box of Bucky Irving, which is cool. It's his rookie card, so that's always good.
So this next guy, I'm going all in on Brady House, right? So these were the three cards I had of his that kind of started this whole thing. I got the silver hollow, whatever you want to call it. I got the green Easter egg, and I also have the polka dot. Well, I have now extended this quite a bit, actually.
Okay.
Quite a bit. Just in the last few weeks here, like the last week. So I got this another variation. It is the spring training one. So in the back, it has like all the Florida logos. I have gotten the hollow foils, and I have gotten 1, 2, 3 hollow foils. Okay. I have gotten, let's see here. Let's put these ones down. What's the next one? The throwback Mojo one. Okay. And these are all rookie cards, just FYI. Everything of his is rookie right now, but it's the 35 anniversary, of course, tops. But the Mojo one. I also got a black and white seismic Bowman first. This is a really cool one, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his Bowman first, and then lastly a blue cracked ice Bowman first as well.
Okay.
So a couple Bowman first. And I got more on the way. They ain't got here yet. So all in, Brady.
All right.
I need you really to pull through, my man. Let's go. Become something, my friend.
Well, I love that. I think so. Sidebar on air, because why not? You should take a picture of all your Lou cards and get them to me, So I can, and then also this new Brady House stuff.
Get the picture or the cards?
No, like a picture of the cards to me.
Okay.
And then what I can do is I can create an Instagram post individually for each one of them. Pick out like my favorite 5 to 10 cards, and then go ahead and post and just say, come join us on Cards on Blast, where we follow JT on his hunt for this player and his hunt for this player cards.
Yeah.
And let's shout him out on there, and let's see if we can get some love from either Mr. House. Maybe he can, join us in the house here.
Right.
Or Lou, who obviously is your first love, and see how that all goes.
Correct.
So
yes.
Sidebar on air.
No worries, but it all pertains to what we're doing here. So those were my card pulls of the week because I only opened one other pack, and but those were much more important, I guess.
All right, here's my last card. Here's my card pull of the week as I was pulling cards while you were talking.
Okay.
Because I love opening packs. And,
apparently.
So I got a Trevion Henderson primary colors rookie card out of the Optic.
There you go. I'm not digging the center on that, though. Ugh,
yeah.
I can see it
so,
there. Bastards.
Yeah, it's definitely heavy on the left. But yeah, so it's I just, yeah, I didn't get to open up this week, so I was feeling the need to open some
You'd
stuff.
think in 2026 they could figure out how to freaking cut cards, but they still mistakes. They still make mistakes.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to go on my crazy rant like I did last week about, being angry about it. I'm just like, okay, I'm more zen today.
Good. I like Zen Bird.
Yeah.
Zen Bird. Love it. Well, thanks for hanging out with us today on Cards on Blast. Yeah, it was a little fun trip to Indiana. Yeah, we didn't get to the pro sports teams. There are some people that would be like, hey, why don't you mention like Notre Dame? That's very famous in Indiana. Fine. Joe Montana. There you go. Number one.
Rudy.
The biggest fictional character.
That's right.
There's a lot of actual fictional characters out of Indiana for basketball movies and football movies. That's kind of crazy.
And yeah.
Yep. All right, Bird. Where can they find you, me, and us on Cards on Blast?
First of all, you guys got to come check us out on YouTube. That is the best place to see our lovely faces and see us make all our silliness that we do on air on these beautiful Sunday mornings. And then if you can't meet us on YouTube, come check us out on Apple Music, Amazon Music, or Spotify.
Yes.
So follow us on social media, on Instagram. That's the best place. Come check us out. See if we can get Lou Dort or Mr. House to follow us on here. JT's got love. He is on a mission from God to collect all your cards and have the best collections of each of you.
That's right.
So, Lou,
keep doing your thing out there, Lou.
Lou for love, and Brady. What Brady House is that name?
Yeah, Brady House.
Okay, Brady House, because we're hoping you're going to become the greatest baseball player that's ever lived.
That's right, man. That's right. Do your thing out there. All right. Well, hey, for this guy Bird over there, right there, that guy, for Bird, for me, JT, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, everybody.
Okay. All right. No, seriously, I think I'm done. Ooh, I think we're done. I think that's good. You finished?
That's it, man. It's game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now?
What are we gonna do? Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?